Guys, welcome back to Football and Tasty Prep League. I'm Josh Cummins, bringing you tonight's game of the week. Guys, it's week 9 and nearing the end of the regular season. There is just this week and next week left. Actually, there's a bye week, so let's just say there's 2 more weeks left in the season before the playoffs start. And tonight, guys, we have a rivalry matchup tonight. And it is going to be a good one. Tonight's matchup features 2 teams, and it is a district matchup. The first team we have that is right over here is the away team, the undefeated 7-0 Mount Juliet Golden Bears. And over here we have the home team, your 3-4 Lebanon Blue Devils. Guys, last time these teams matched up, the Golden Bears came away with a 38-31 dub at their home turf. This year, the Blue Devils have home turf advantage and look to get some revenge and get the dub this season. Also, guys, if you haven't chosen who you want to send to the All-Star game at the end of the season, make sure you get those players in so those players can go. It is an awesome thing to attend, and it is very amazing. More information right here, guys. So here we go. The Farm Bureau Health Plans is the presenting sponsor of the East and West All-Star Classic. That is the camp. It is 4 days. More information about that in just a little minute. TACA, T-A-C-A, is excited to return to Fortuna Stadium on the campus of Austin P. It is awesome. It is in Clarksville. And if you get to go, it's going to be awesome. Player nominations are being gathered for the selection process. Nominations have come from all over the state, Johnson City to Memphis, and Union City to Chattanooga. Once again, the All-Star cheer squads will be a huge part of the All-Star game. The team consists of 20 young men and women from across the state. The TACA staff is excited to present another East and West All-Star Classic. We have been so fortunate to give these young men an opportunity to display their talents with their peers. And also, TACA wants to express their appreciation to me because I will be doing all the videos and all the social media for them on Twitter. So for more information about that and to watch those videos for the game, make sure you follow both of us on Twitter. Here's mine. It's Leachman17, Leachman17, and make sure you follow TACA, T-A-C-A, at T-E-N-N-C-O-A-C-H. The camp is Wednesday, December 11th through Saturday, December 14th, with all the highlights, and that I will be presenting all those highlights, and it'll also be on their Twitter as well, so make sure you follow those. And last but not least, once again, Farm Bureau Health Plans is the presenting sponsor of the Eastern All-Star Classic. That's all the information about that, guys. And guys, if you want to know who wins this game, make sure you watch these highlights. Let's run them, please. Alrighty, Josh Cummins. I'm here with Trey Perry, head coach of Mount Juliet. I interviewed this guy last year, and that's when they beat Wilson Central. Tonight, they beat a rival, Lebanon. Good game. Real quick before we start, you probably don't know this about me, but Gallatin is my alma mater.
Okay.
And I was at that game on that rainy night when y'all beat them. I'm a little salty about it.
Well,
but I got past it, though.
I understand. That was probably one of our better games, and that rain came out of nowhere.
It did, right in the middle of the first quarter, out of nowhere. And it was at my back, just destroying me up there. Went through all my rainproof stuff and everything. Killed me.
I don't say I get cold a lot. I got cold in that game.
Oh, very cold. Very cold. But anyways, first thing, things you've probably already been asked since people have been talking to you, things that you probably already 100% know the answer to. Coming into this game, just tell me, what did y'all have to do to prepare for them, knowing that they have that good running scheme? How did y'all stop that and to get this win tonight?
Well, the first thing that everybody needs to understand is our group never expected, a blowout or anything like that, because it's generally not the case in this game. First of all, because it's a rival,
right?
And secondly, the way they played on film before fall break with Wilson Central showed me how much improvement they've made from game to game. Incrementally, each game you could see it, and they started to develop an identity offensively. So with that identity, obviously they bled out play clock, which was smart on their part. Absolutely. Because if we can't score if we don't have the ball in our hands. So but what happens defensively a lot in those situations, the breakdowns are usually early downs, first downs or first of series, because if you can win the first down, usually obviously their play call's harder, yours is easier, right? And getting them in the third and long was obviously the idea, but we didn't do that enough early on. We did it late, but we didn't do it early on.
Right.
And again, hats off to them. They made some plays. I know him personally, so because I actually live in Lebanon.
Right.
But Gion, number 17, that sophomore running back, that's a name to make sure that you pay attention to moving forward. He played both ways tonight, and he's a dog. He's a good football player.
No doubt. I just got to say, y'all 8-0 tonight. How good does this feel to still be undefeated and fighting through all the adversity that y'all gone through this season and all the wins y'all have gone through? Tell me how good it feels to be 8-0 tonight.
It feels really good, and I appreciate you saying that about the adversity, because that's what I'm so proud of with this football team and the program in and of itself right now. With Jackson and the Rec, our long snapper. For those of you who don't know,
heard about him.
He's doing better. And then our heart goes out to the family of Kyler that passed away. That was coming back from vacation.
I heard about that.
It's been a lot. I mean, it's a lot for adults. I can't imagine what it is for a 14 to 17-year-old.
For the parents especially, yes.
But we always talk about this field being an outlet. And, sometimes I said this before the Antioch game, sometimes games can be the right kind of distraction.
Right.
And so my word, honestly, would be relief, right? They'll be excited because they're teenagers. I'm relieved.
You're right, yeah.
And then I got to blink and go to the next one because Franklin's dang good. So I'll sleep on this, and then we'll talk about that.
That leads right into what I'm going to ask next. I was at the Brentwood-Franklin game, and Brentwood won that. And Franklin went toe-to-toe with them until about the third quarter. What do y'all got to do when y'all go against them to get that dub and still go undefeated and be 9-0?
Well, last year, we said it, and I don't think we were unprepared last year.
Right.
They were a good football team that had maybe the worst luck I've ever seen, because it was one possession game, and we're talking Page, we're talking Ravenwood, we're talking Brentwood. All of those games they're in or they're leading. This year it's flipped around for the positive, and they've won some more of those football games. So it'll be pretty obvious to our people and to our guys. But honestly, I think it's what we didn't do tonight. Defensively, we got to win early downs.
Right.
And then offensively, with them, we'll probably have to have a little bit more balance. But I love where our balance is at right now, running and throwing. Not just running and throwing, but what we're doing A-gap, B-gap, and what we're doing on the outside, too. Right. I think it's pretty good.
So, y'all, Lebanon goes up 7-0 on y'all. They kick off, fumble, get it right inside the 10-yard line, 15, something around there, and they score again. They go up 14-0. Y'all go up to hurry-up mode. What'd you tell your team to get y'all back into this game so y'all can win tonight?
Well, first of all, I'll tell you this. That was our offensive coordinator, Coach Colt Carver does a heck of a job. And so does our guys, because in order to run that tempo, you've got to be able to pay attention in practice, get lined up, motion, do what we need to do, get in and out of it. Because a lot of times if we're using one word, it's saying everything, and you got to be able to memorize all that. And so it was huge. I mean, the tempo change was big. We hit them quick with a couple, flipped the field. Absolutely. And then in the second half, we were worried about their kickoff return. It's a great unit.
Absolutely.
And finally, I just went to the kickoff team and says, I trust you. Let's bang that thing down there and see what happens. And obviously, it was a huge deal at the very end of the game for us to get that field position defensively like that.
So right on their last possession, it's what, I think 4-2 or 4-4, something like that. And y'all stopped them probably a foot. Like, it was so short how much y'all stopped them. When y'all stopped them, what was going through y'all's minds when that happened?
Well, my first thought was with the quarterback. I want to make sure he was okay, and I think he is. But Atticus Fiorita is just different.
Right.
And if anybody's paying attention to this and you think your portal guy's better than him, watch the tape. But he said he was out of bounds, and I trusted him, so I was happy.
As a coach, what drives you to keep coaching and being in these kids' lives year after year, day by day, to just keep doing what you're doing and to show how much you love the game to be a coach?
What the game did for me and what it continues to do, high school football special. We had Vanderbilt's chaplain this morning, Lance Brown. He gave our chapel, and he was talking to him, and he said, he's obviously they just beat Alabama,
right.
And he's been in those
huge. Obviously,
he's been in those atmospheres, and he said there's no, and he's had a son that just graduated. And he said there's nothing like high school football, and I agree. It's not just because of wins like this; it's because of the bus ride home and the talks this weekend and getting back in there on Sunday with the coaches and getting ready and prepared. We call it MJ DNA, but it's family.
Alrighty. Well, one last thing. Actually, two last things. I apologize. Any big shout outs you want to give tonight for this glorious win?
Well, obviously we're going to say we're excited for the win, but we're more excited about Jackson Ricetti's recovery. He gave me a 2-word thing right before the game. He called his dad and told me just win, and so we just won for you there, buddy. And so he's recovering well, and
awesome.
and it's I'll just say it because I can say it for me. That's a God thing. That's a miracle is what that is.
Right,
and
yes.
so we're very thankful for that.
And last but not least, for people that want to know more about Mount Juliet football, is there a Twitter that you like to put out there, or even a website, or both, that you'd like to put out there for anybody? Just say it and spell each one out. That would be awesome for us.
So we've got about 100 handles, but I'll make it easy on you. Twitter or X is at, all caps, MJ Golden Bear FB. Okay. All right. Instagram's the same handle. Our website is a mile long, so I would just tell you to Google Home Teams Online in Mount Juliet. It's there.
Gotcha, okay.
And so we got TikTok and everything else, but I can't keep up with all those handles.
I agree. I only about do Instagram and Facebook and YouTube. That's about it, too. I'm about the same thing as you right here in the same way. Well, Coach, thank you so much for your time. I don't want to hold up too much more to your time. Probably held up a lot right now. I thank you so much, man. Hey, Coach of the Week right here. They got the win. They go to 8-0. They got Franklin next week. So if you want to go watch them, go out and watch them and show them some support, so that way they get that 9-0 win. All right.
Please,
hey,
we
Coach.
need the money. We need more helmets.
Hey, Coach, you have a good rest of your night. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate it. You're welcome. Alrighty, guys, it's frigid and cold, so I'm going to make this as fast as I can. That was an awesome game that we got to experience. 24-21, Mount Juliet comes into Lebanon's house and beats them. They continue their win streak. Guys, also 2 really good games that go on. Mount Juliet faces Franklin next week. Another really good game to watch. And Lebanon faces Hendersonville. So 2 good games to go watch those. And guys, I got it again for you. We are talking about the All-Star Classic at the end of the season. Make sure you get your votes in for those players so that way they can go. Only week 9 and week 10 left to do it. That would be awesome. And then it's playoffs. They will already be put in before then. So here's the more information that we're talking about. I'm going to try to make it just snappy and quick. It's very cold, and we're trying to get out of here. Farm Bureau Health Plans is the presenting sponsor of the East and West All-Star Classic. TACA is excited to return to Fortua Stadium on the campus of Austin Peay, which is in Clarksville. Player nominations are being gathered for the selection process. Nominations have come from all over the state, from Jackson City to Memphis and Union City to Chattanooga. Once again, the All-Star Cheer Squad will be a huge part of the All-Star game. The team consists of 20 young men and women from across the state. The TACA staff is excited to present another East and West All-Star Classic. We have been fortunate to give these young men an opportunity to display their talents with their peers. And also, TACA wants to express their appreciation to me because I will be doing all the social media for them on Twitter. So go, if you want to learn more about that, I'll be doing all the videos. And all the information will also be on their Twitter and the videos as well. So make sure you go follow both of us. Mine is Leachman17, LEACHMAN17, and TACA is TENNCOACH. So make sure you go follow both of those when the All-Star game comes, or go ahead and do it now so that way you have it, and when the All-Star game comes, you'll have the info. And the camp is Wednesday, December 11th through Saturday, December 14th, with all the highlights included in all those videos as well. Farm Bureau Health Plans is the presenting sponsor of the East and West All-Star Classic. Well, guys, I'm Josh Cummins, and that is a wrap on this game for tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I love y'all as always. And, guys, y'all have a good rest of y'all's night, and make sure y'all go watch the best game that you got going on next week. Y'all have a good rest of y'all's night.